Hello people, I'm Sarah and you're watching my fifth and final video blog diary for International PR340. In this session, we'll be talking about activism. What is activism and who are the people involved in activism? In the workshop, we worked on defining this term. According to Grunig, activists are a collection of individuals organized to exert pressure on an organization on behalf of a cause. There are many different types of activisms. For instance, consumer, shareholder, employee, anti-corporate, global, and environmental activisms. Also, according to Grunig, although activist groups present threats for organizations, they provide an opportunity for PR. With excellent PR helping organizations deal with activists, it will increase the need for and the power of the communication department. So therefore, activism indirectly justifies the existence of public relations. In my opinion, activism provides active voices and facilitate a democratic decision-making. So having watchdogs around observing multinational companies isn't necessarily a bad thing, because without them, ethics and humanity will be void in business. People will basically just be sorting out for profit. I mean, think about it. If logging companies constantly cut down trees in the forest and there are no activists fighting for it or protesting against it, wouldn't we be left with no more trees? Aww. Speaking of activism, in the workshop, we also discussed about selectivism. So what is selectivism? It's basically a term used to describe online activism that has minimal political or social impact. For instance, liking or sharing a post on Facebook about starving African children doesn't really make a difference in the world. I mean, what impact or change can you make if you do that? But to a certain extent, this does put pressure on certain organizations and governments to really think about what they're doing. At least it's a starting point to grab their attention. So, how does an organization deal with activists? Firstly, just remember, strive for a long-term relationship with public interest groups no matter where you are. Second, start by listening to what the groups have to say. What are their needs? What are their issues? What are they fighting for? And so on. Third, don't overpromise. Fourth, be prepared to give and get. There's give and take in everything. You can't just get. Last but not least, treat people decently and respect their confidences. So all in all, I must say this lesson is really important, because as future PR practitioners, we need to be prepared for anything that lies ahead in the corporate world. So if an activist shows up on my doorstep, I don't know how to handle them. Kidding! Thank you for watching my video. I'm Sarah and you've been a fabulous listener.